Hi, my name is Kingsley May. I'm a business development consultant. I am an inspirational speaker and a success coach. I am the lead consultant of Kingspire Resources. Basically, what we do is that we help individuals, organizations, and teams to start, to grow, and to make more profit in their business. I got to know Emeka Nnobi's for the first time. I can't remember the year. I think it was somewhere around 2016 or thereabout. But my mentor Joyce Daniels, we're talking and he said, "Do you know Emeka Nnobi?" I said, "No." He said, "You should follow him," because we had a conversation. And I went on Facebook and checked out Emeka Nnobi and I started following him from there. That was how I got to know about Emeka Nnobi for the very first time. Oh wow, getting to Emeka Nnobi's timeline, which was basically the first place of contact, I was blown away by the fact that he was brilliant in his expressions. I think then he was still working with Saipem or at the verge of leaving his corporate work, to do his thing by himself. So I was always glued to his timeline, at the way he writes and the way he expressed himself. So that was really what impressed upon me first by meeting him online. I can't remember the first time I met him physically, but I was really, really excited seeing him. His simplicity, his welcoming, his openness to, connect with individuals, people like me who had never met him before, was one of the things that really stood out for me, and it's been an amazing one connecting with him. I've read a lot of Emeka Nnobi's books, and till today, my favorite books from Emeka Nnobi is So You Call Yourself a Writer. I haven't really taken time to read that book, but I just love the title of the book, So You Call Yourself a Writer. And but up till today, one of my favorite of Emeka Nnobi's book is Your Book Will Sell. Your Book Will Sell. I mean, I love the expressions. I love the way he uses narratives and uses words, to interpret things. I have read that, and I always recommend 4 Feet 5, 4 Feet 5, Bank Alert, and Your Book Will Sell. Those are my favorite books from Emeka Nnobi, but I have almost all his collections, maybe just a few left. When I read Emeka Nnobi's books, contents on Facebook, one of the things that happens is that I go into a trance in the sense that I go into a journey with him. He doesn't just write, he takes you through a journey, right? He expresses the journey from how it began, the conceptualization of the ideas or the formation of the idea, to his thinking of how to execute it. He doesn't wait till when he has done executing. He will show up like other people would do and say, "Yeah, I did it." He starts with, "Oh, I'm thinking of doing this," and he'll put it out there. And it's like, "Oh, based on the last idea I shared, I'm beginning to do this." So if you follow Emeka Nnobi, you can be in your room, but his writings will take you around the world or around his world. And that is something that inspires me a lot. So that's to say he's a very good storyteller with his content. And I love that fact about him. And I always want to emulate him when I'm writing mine as well. How will I describe Emeka Nnobi as a thought leader? I think maybe I should just give you guys some gist. So I got a taste of Emeka Nnobi deeper in 2017, I think so, 2017 or 2018, when Emeka Nnobi, first off, I had always wanted to be a writer. I had wanted to write books, but I promised myself when I write my books are not going to be on the shelf, neither are they going to be at the garage. I literally want to make sure I sell books. And I went online to search for people who are good in book sales and book marketing. And guess what? That particular year, Emeka Nnobi wrote, I think he released 6 ebooks, 6 PDF for my people, 6 PDF. And he sold and made 3 million naira. And I was like, who the hell is this guy? And how is he able to sell ebooks to people? I mean, books that you cannot hold physically. And I began to follow him. So when I decided that I was going to also write books, I went to his timeline. And fortunately for me that year, he did a training called Book Marketing Mastery, and the price for the book was for the training was I think 25,000 naira for a whole day. And I went into that training fully immersed. Like I literally could see how and the process of writing books that can sell, creating covers and titles that are fantastic. I think I got that strategy from him. Till today, I've written about 4 books, and my books, the titles are always captivating and eye-catching thanks to Emeka Nnobi's training. In the middle of those trainings, when we're done that day, it was a full 1-day training. I came out and I told myself, whenever I will ever write a book or release a book, I'm going to do at least ₦1 million in sales in any of the books I will publish, because I have gotten strategies from the Don himself, the Don of book sales and marketing. And guess what? A year after I released my first book, Start Small, Sell Out, we've done double the target in sales right now. And I've gone ahead to release 4 different titles, published 4 different books. And we've done 8 figures plus in sales constantly because of the trainings and me participating in Emeka Nobi's courses and his training. So what I think of him as a thought leader is someone who's a thought leader that thinks outside the box, someone who's very practical in his way of thinking and his approach, and he does very, very unconventional things. And that is one part of him that I'm still learning to do, because I mean, what is marketing without standing out? What is marketing without being unconventional and creating the eye bulb attentions of millions of people to you? That is what Emeka Nobi stands for. And as a thought leader, I would say that he is out of this world into his own world. What is one thing I don't like about Emeka Nobi? Oh my God, what don't I like about you, Don Emeka Nobi? What I don't like about Emeka Nobi is the fact that Emeka Nobi is I love everything about him. I love everything about him, but I think Emeka Nobi is someone that you just have no choice but to like. I cannot say I don't like him for his unconventional way. I would say I accept his unconventionality, and I would always want to embrace and learn from his own pattern of doing things. Honestly speaking, I'm not trying to hype him, but I've not really found something about Emeka Nobi that I don't like. Every day I get to learn a lot more about him. Thank you. I think Emeka Nobi at this level should be institutionalized. Yes, it should become an institution where pretty soon I see Emeka Nobi in the next 10 years where he is studied as a course in the university. He's studied as a course in tertiary institution. Like when we talk about, maybe very soon we will change the name marketing to Emeka Nobi. So instead of saying let's go learn marketing, we say let's go learn Emeka Nobi, because if you learn Emeka Nobi, you become Baba in marketing, like you become a master in marketing. So I see him as his name becoming an institution of raising a generation of people who create massive impact, make massive income, and command massive influence. I just made how much? I just told you how I went literally from nothing to making to making good millions of naira just by taking the strategies that I have learned from his book. So who wouldn't follow someone who would teach you how to move from not being sure of how to earn to earning constantly from your knowledge, from your skills, from your ability? So yes, Emeka Nobi is 200%, in fact 1000% worthy of following. Not just following on Facebook, but emulating his pattern, his styles, his way of doings, and his blessedness. Yes, Emeka Nobi is worthy of following. So I tell you one word as I bring this to a wrap. Success is not difficult. It's not a rocket science. I always tell my clients, and I always tell young people that I speak to, if you want to succeed in anything, first define what you want, find those who have achieved what you want, and learn from them. One of the persons you should learn from is Emeka Nobi. If it comes to book writing, if it comes to authoring, if it comes to marketing, if it comes to raising and starting businesses, if it comes to creating massive influence and income and impact, one person I want to recommend for you to study, follow, and learn from is Emeka Nobi. My name is Kingsley May, and I'll see you some other time. Bye-bye.